and we are back like North Face. You know how North Face sticks their logo on the back?
I'm sorry, is this gonna be a thing? We're gonna just be back like somebody? Next thing is we're back like FUBU.
Not gonna make a comeback, is it?
I'm hopeful, eh?
That's vintage.
No, because now
That's vintage. It's gonna come back.
Because baggy jeans are back now. So maybe we can hit us up with a little FUBU. Think about it. That would be a nice comeback.
Stop jacking my intro. We're back like North Face. Randoms the podcast, a platform where we just about go in on anything, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So unscripted, raw conversations, unfiltered, presented by yours truly. My name is Mich.
And I'm Bubbles.
My name is Chaku.
And we're so glad you could join us wherever platform you're catching us from, be it YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, wherever you get your podcast from. We are glad you could join us. And wow, what a run. Episode number 6. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done, guys. We're doing good.
Consistent now.
Yeah, consistency is key, they say.
Mm-hmm.
You know what would be nice though, during the in the edits. Remember that you know how you have that Coppola song and that guy says consistency, so you can just fuse that in there.
You know, if we had a budget for that, Chaku would have the whole world. We would have the graphics guy putting us on the copper belt, and we have that same Coppola person.
Yeah.
Consistency.
Yeah,
but yeah, we'll get there someday. We'll get there someday.
Soon.
We'll get there someday.
The timing thing.
Can we start a GoFundMe?
Wow.
I think let's.
Yeah, let's.
What are we going here with? When you're out here wearing designer clothes and you want to GoFundMe?
What designer?
Out here wearing Nike tags,
What side are you on?
I'm just saying that if you're gonna do a GoFundMe, let's dress the part for a GoFundMe.
No, you don't have to.
Really?
Because when they find out next that you have Nikes and stuff, they say it's fraud. So let them know from the jump, I'm okay, but I want
more.
this.
How do you want more when you're okay?
You can always have more.
Yeah, you always aspire for more, Chaku. Come on, guy.
It's not the Christian way, but okay.
No.
But it's fine.
No.
All right. Okay, speaking of fine, we're putting you on the spot. How are we doing with Tinder?
Guys, Tinder is wild in 2025, right? I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think because we were just talking in the background. My age range was 25 to 65.
Okay.
So I found me some cougars. I found me some young things. It was a transactional thing at some point, and
okay.
I'm just like, yo,
has it bumped up from 800?
Yeah, what's the scale
now it's gone up to 1,500 or somewhere there. I'm like, yo, okay, yeah.
Do you go in with these offers to start,
No. So the conversation, women now are very forward about this. So it's hey,
from the jump.
Once you match, she's gonna text you. Obviously, you're gonna go into the DMs. Hi, how are you doing? What's going on? What are you doing? I'm at home. I'm home too. I'm chilling. All right, cool. So can we meet up for coffee? No, I can come to your house. Just send me 1,500.
Right there and then.
It's all right, butter me up. You know what I'm saying? Do me some.
You could have asked for my location at least.
Fast.
It was just like that. So, but then I also found an older white lady. I think she was 60.
Okay.
I think she was just yeah. I was what's going on?
She was down.
It's what's going on, Grandma? Talk to me. No, but I ended the conversation because that was weird for me. What are we really gonna talk about? In terms of what's the conversation gonna be like? Because at that point we're skipping everything and just going straight to the sex. And I'm I just don't.
Why does it have to be like that though?
Because why
can't you just find out what she's up to? How did she make her money? Because she's obviously in the sunset of her life.
I don't.
So you just find out what.
I don't care about how she made her money. What is she supposed to do now? What relationship? She's not. I'm gonna be a student, and she's schooling me on life. What's going on here? What next play am I making with this Bitcoin?
So why did you pick? So why was your age range that wide?
No, remember it was for the experience.
For the experience.
I'm not looking.
And I was gonna get to that. I was gonna get to that. You just went ahead and picked out a specific activity that you needed to do. It wasn't about that. You got on Tinder as a challenge to just find out what it's like nowadays.
Look at how you're covering for him. He's wanted to do this.
I did not want to.
Did you want to do it?
No, wait.
I really don't think.
I have a situation. Okay.
Yeah.
Right now, my relationship is in turmoil, guys. What are we talking about here? Yeah. So look, Tinder was great, but it's just not for me. Still, I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I
Anyways,
paused the account.
you still have a month to go. So
You know
it's-
what?
it's-
Yeah.
no, that was your random challenge for this month.
So wait, I'm just supposed to hook up with Cougar. The Cougar.
No,
didn't
your
say
age
hook
range
up
is from
with them.
25 to 60. So
know what?
you went for the limit, the higher limit.
I think I will bring Belinda here when we're doing that's her name, by the way. Her name's
Oh, Belinda.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
the white cougar. I think I'm gonna bring her
ma'am.
here, and then we're probably gonna sit down here.
Remember that
smoke
song,
some
Belinda
hookah and sip
Nafwa?
some mimosas.
Remember Belinda Nafwa?
Belinda Nafwa. You
Yeah,
picked
she
the
knows.
right Nafwa song for like an old woman.
You chose the name. You
I
chose
need
the
to have
name,
respect
man.
for elders. But
Listen,
Belinda can come
listen.
through. She's invited.
Belinda still has got some
Wow.
mouths in her. Okay,
Wow.
that's all I'm saying. She's still got some mouths in her. She can get it. That's all I'm saying. At the end of the day, she can
Whoa.
really get it.
Okay,
But
you see?
I'm
That
being
is the
respectful.
point.
I'm being very respectful for my elders. That's
That
all.
was the whole point of this thing. You see?
Yeah, but I mean, the conversation was very decent. What are you doing? What do you do? It's always the conversation with like elderly people. Like, what do you do? What do you do for a living? Oh, I do this. Well, she farms because I live in the farm, so like the radius was like very close.
You see
Yeah.
things in common.
So like
Okay.
she's like a neighbor. So now I'm just like, yeah, maybe we can get some cows. Do some,
Start farming.
stuff. Yeah, maybe you could just like broker my next relationship.
Oh. Yo, Chaku. Anyways,
Anyways, 5 cows or something.
if you're listening for the first time, we had given Chaku a random challenge on the platform to get on Tinder and see what it's like with online dating in 2025. So, with subsequent editions of the show, we'll be getting updates from Chaku on how his experience on Tinder is
Yes.
going. So, this is the first update you're giving us, right?
Wow.
So, we've gotten a Belinda.
It's pretty good,
Cougar.
I think. Yeah.
Well done, my brother.
Wow.
Then there's the 1-5 girl, so that's fine. Okay, at least
Granny
you know.
lives matter too.
Wow.
Okay, so do you guys catch up with what's been happening in the news?
A little bit.
In the you were in the tourist capital bubbles the other week, and something unfortunate happened over there. A tourist died while whitewater rafting. It's sad.
You know, they don't call
Quite
it the
unfortunate.
mighty Zambezi for nothing.
Yeah, it's
You gotta
right on the
respect
Zambezi
it.
River.
What was how did this happen? Like,
'Cause usually
Well, it's
a
obviously it's an
controlled environment and
accident.
everything.
But what struck out about this report, or what stuck out about this report, is he went whitewater rafting at 10 p.m. at night.
wow.
So
And I don't want to sound insensitive because obviously there was a life that was lost. But
Yeah.
then like it's 10 p.m. guys, like what are we really doing? Like now, I think the conversation shifts from was he whitewater rafting or is this a suicide mission? What's going on? Because why would
a
you
little
do
bit
that?
of both. I
Yeah.
mean, really, because
Yeah,
what are you doing?
Who goes whitewater rafting at that hour?
Exactly.
Especially when there's like crocodiles, there's like hippos on that river.
And the way it just
Exactly.
navigates,
Yeah.
it's really tight and it's rocky, especially this time of the year. We're only experiencing rainfall now, so
Exactly.
water levels are really low, and you can see so many rocks.
So why would you do anything like that?
I guess it's for the thrill, like in the
Nah,
tourist
guys.
capital, looking at a marvel like Mosi Otunya and
Not at 10.
bump it up
Yeah, not
by
at
going
10.
out whitewater rafting at
Who
night.
also allowed him to do that? Is that like something we offer, or did he insist on going there?
That's illegal because I don't think it's legal to actually be on there if you don't have
At a
like,
certain
tourist
time, yeah.
guide at the time.
Yeah, at a certain
It
time
makes
you
no
can.
sense.
I actually don't even think the falls themselves are accessible
At that time,
at that
exactly.
time.
That sounds like is the conversation about suicide at this point, or what was it a dare? Was he shooting content? Because now people do crazy
Yeah,
stuff
for
for content.
content,
That's
for the likes.
So it's like, no, I'm live. I'm on the river. It's like 10 p.m.
Yeah.
People do crazy stuff. So I think there's a much bigger conversation around that. I'm sure we'll probably hear stories as they investigate.
Yeah.
Or as the story unfolds.
Yeah.
But
Why have you been wasting resources? I'm sorry. I have like zero. Like, I don't understand. If you do silly things might happen to you. You cannot go whitewater rafting at 10 and expect people to spend. Anyway, I'm sure there's not even an indemnity form, because who would allow that?
Yeah. That's
first of
crazy.
all, I think it was illegal to start with.
Exactly.
It was illegal. You're committing a crime,
But
technically.
you guys really, well, yeah, he is to blame, but For the thrill of it, for the adventure.
Well, for,
Well, he
Haven't you
got
ever
the
done
adventure of a
something
lifetime.
extreme like that?
I think in this case it's for the life of it, literally.
Yes.
I don't want to sound
Yeah.
like again. I don't want to sound insensitive.
Okay.
But like you were doing illegal things, you were not supposed to be there because I don't think anyone signed that off at 10 p.m. at night. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But anyway, rest in peace to him.
No.
Whatever the case may be. What?
No?
Sorry, what? Yeah, okay.
All
Sure.
right.
Sure, if you insist.
If
You
I
can.
If we insist.
Okay. I mean, why? Oh, gosh. I don't know
Okay.
why people do that.
I insist. Yes, rest in peace.
Yes,
to
rest in
him.
peace
Okay.
again.
All right.
I do
We
insist.
need the Forex. All right, so whatever else is happening in the world, you're telling us about Kim Kardashian. What's going on with her?
So, Kim Kardashian for a few years now has been trying to be a lawyer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So apparently she couldn't get into law school. I'm sure she could have gotten into like certain ones, but I think she had an idea of which law school she wanted to get into, but she couldn't, which is fine. But then in America, there's also this other option for you to do something they call the baby bar or something like that.
Okay.
It's like the bar, whatever.
Okay.
So she's been trying to write, and I think the story's coming out saying that she tried to use ChatGPT to pass
course.
these exams.
Classic.
Of course.
And it didn't work out. So she's been rewriting for like a while. And then now she also went to psychics.
Oh
She
my
went
goodness.
to 3 psychics who told her, Mwaiche Nyakwe, this is your time.
Wapita.
Wapita.
Oh my God.
Through ball.
Probably even cut the check. You know what? Here you go, guys. Thanks a lot.
Separate ones were like, you are getting this. This is you. You're doing this. So when she found out she failed, she got
broke
really
down.
pissed off. She called her mom saying, all these psychics we paid didn't give me a right one. And it's like, yes. it's
First
a
of all, why
psychic.
would you even go to a psychic? This is
Just
law
study.
school. Just sit down. and
Study.
study.
Exactly.
So all those practice runs with Mich didn't work out.
No, they didn't.
They didn't count. They don't count for anything.
No.
Yo. But psychic though. Psychic is
A
just
psychic.
That's insane.
Although
That's
I will
crazy.
say, to be honest, I really do hope that she passes, because I think she's been doing like good work with prison reforms
Yeah.
and all of that. So I hope she gets it. But I hope
But
she
not
works.
going to a not relying on a psychic.
No.
Steady, put in the work.
No, that was. I mean, that didn't make any sense.
Maybe it worked with Mick Mill. Maybe that's the psychic she went to go see. Is he getting out? Mick is out.
Mich is out.
Let me go back. to the-
Was the judge wrong?
Exactly.
Okay.
So he probably worked with Mick. It's like, let me go back. I Peter Footy. Like the first one. So I
Yeah.
think that's how that worked. But yeah, I think when you have crazy money like that, you start to, try out new things, and people say this works. It worked for me. Maybe I did a Bitcoin deal. I'm sorry, I'm talking about Bitcoin a lot today.
Because of
I've
Granny?
I've been on because of what?
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, because of Granny. She's
Old
schooling
money.
me on how to get into stocks and all of that. So
Okay.
maybe Tinder's not a bad thing.
Okay.
But yeah, so
Yeah.
I think when you have money, you start doing crazy things. And I think the Kardashians are known to just, dive into all this weird space. But I don't know. I'm sorry. Kim just strikes me as just a weird, like a blonde, even just how she speaks. Look, and no disrespect to her by in any way, shape, or form, but she sounds slow.
She just speaks slow.
Yeah, she does.
How do you defend
The entire
anyone?
family, actually. Have you ever watched an episode of The Kardashians? Keeping up with the Kardashians.
I used to watch it religiously.
And how did you feel intellectually after watching it?
Exactly. It's like, what am I doing?
Like some iota of your knowledge just dumped down a little bit.
Just takes
What?
away. It takes away from you.
Yeah, it
It
does.
takes away
really.
from you.
It does.
Guys, those are like marketing geniuses, though.
Look, they are marketing geniuses in a sense. I feel like they're just pretty faces. That's what it is. They're pretty faces.
So do you
And they
think
get away with a lot of things because they're pretty.
pretty privilege?
That's what I think. With the Kardashians, it is pretty privileged.
Okay.
Stop and think about it.
Oh, and Kris Jenner is looking
And she's
looking
Yeah.
good. Have you seen her?
That
At a gazillion years
facelift-
old now, she looks like.
Facelift is looking real tight.
Chaku, look her up on Tinder.
I didn't catch that one on Tinder. Unless I got a farmer. That's all I got. So
Okay, all right. So, pretty privilege in this day and age is something that works. I've heard of the concept of pretty privilege, and if we're gonna use the Kardashians as a case study, yeah, it does. But how long can you use pretty privilege to your advantage?
For as long as you're pretty.
But along the way, I think facial features fade away. That's why Kris Jenner is always being injected with Botox and getting facelifts and all that jazz.
I think it also counts for guys, the better looking guys are.
So
it's
not just exclusive to.
I'm sorry. What do the better looking guys get? I don't think that works with men. I think that predominantly works with women.
I think,
especially you know how like you were like, oh, Mamuna and Patumba. You literally told me that. So
what?
Would you rather have? No, let me ask you this question. Would you rather have a good looking bum? I was about to swear. Would you rather have a good-looking guy laying down on your couch playing PlayStation all day and you come back home?
Of course not.
Exactly. So, but I would rather have a good-looking woman who doesn't do anything, who's got a big old booty. I'm coming back to that every day for the rest of my life.
But that's a separate thing.
That's just a booty.
She can cook and clean. That's an advantage. You can teach those things. You can teach how to cook and clean.
You see?
But you can teach how to cook and clean.
But I think with pretty privilege, it's not about learning a skill. They just use what they have, what they look like to their advantage. They never want to put in the work.
Yeah, but you can.
I think that's the whole essence.
You use it to get into.
Do they actually learn?
I think I have a different. I think that pretty privilege sometimes. It's like it's just like you said. It's an advantage. Yeah. Just like everybody else has an advantage, right? You could be charismatic, so you use that for you to get ahead.
Yeah.
Or other people might be pretty, and then because people like looking at you and stuff, and you get ahead because of that, then that's fine. Also,
do you say ahead?
Wow.
Okay,
ahead in the business. Like no. Wow. Wow.
Pause.
But wait. So do you actually think? I'm going to take you back to Kim Kardashian. Do you think why didn't pretty privilege work in your context with her? If you think actually good-looking people, when they get into certain positions, they have to learn a certain skill so that they can maintain their stay in that position.
It's because she's going into a highly intellectual job. So that one, once she gets the bar, she'll probably get even more gigs because now she's pretty and qualified.
My point is she didn't want to put in the work. She just, okay, I'm Kim Kardashian, I look good.
Maybe she also doesn't have the time because she's running $1 billion company.
To study for 4 hours.
But look,
I
Mich.
think the most important question we need to be asking here is we need to look at Kim's metric, eh?
Wow.
Exactly. We need to make sure that we actually look at that. Does she actually have a metric?
Yes.
What do those grades look like? Because
oh my goodness.
Kim only came in and she became famous from the sex tape.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I still even go back to this day to watch that sex tape.
What?
I still go back to this day. Is because she's pretty. She's pretty.
But okay.
And look, however else they use that to their advantage moving forward years later has worked out for them, right? So certain people do understand that they're pretty, right? And they use their facial features or whatever to get into a door, and then they ride with it. I think it only becomes a problem if you're pretty and then you're lazy.
Okay, look, you have two options.
That's the case. That's usually the case.
Fellas, you have two options, right?
Okay, yeah.
You have these two people that have the same degrees, same everything, right?
Yeah.
And then how are you choosing? One is very pretty. Mm-hmm. The other one is what do you like? What are you going to use? They graduated the same class. Mm-hmm. They have the same marks or whatever, they all got a pass, they all pass, whatever.
Yeah.
And then they're all coming in for this job. There's like literally no difference with these people. Maybe they're even born in the same year. Mm-hmm. And they both have no experience. Who are you hiring?
I think it depends on the industry.
think application of the qualification.
They both have the same qualification.
No, how are you going to apply yourself? Are you just going to use your face in the space that you've entered? Or are you going to apply the skill that you've gotten from school and help you progress in the workplace?
With what Bubble is saying, there's no way of telling that. Because these people just came in and they both have the same qualifications and they have the same everything. My answer would be, I think it depends on the industry. If I'm picking someone in a marketing role, I'm definitely going for the pretty girl.
For the face.
Because then I know that when she goes to certain offices, automatically they'll give her the time and day. But then again, this is why I was saying this. Yeah, I know what you're about to say, and I think this is a downside of being pretty, because then here is someone who's qualified for a job. Imagine you're pitching something in a boardroom full of men, and this is where it all comes down to. Now, I've got this great idea.
Yeah.
I've got this could really work, and I'm pitching this idea to these men, and the only thing they're seeing is a pretty face. Sorry. So that's the only. Sometimes that works to your disadvantage, because now before you actually get a point across, you're actually hardworking and you're trying to put in the work. All they want to do is just probably get your number and bang you after work.
Okay, so
that's the disadvantage.
But my question is, are we talking about pretty privilege from a perspective of the person who's pretty, using their physical appearance to their advantage, or the external? Somebody looking at somebody who's just good looking and saying, oh, I'm picking her or him because physically they look good.
I think both.
But based on Bubbles' question, I would say application of the knowledge.
But how can you tell?
You test the
at
waters.
that point. You don't have that option when you're trying to give someone an opportunity. Yeah,
I think it's for me. It's really solely based off of like the industry that I'm picking for. If like I need this person, if you've let's just be real.
Okay, they're both accountants. They're both and they both have this kind. Who are you picking?
I'm picking anyone in that case, because I don't need my accountant to walk around the office and use her face for anything. I'm picking anyone.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Exactly. It's literally rock, paper, scissors at that point. But if I need you for a specific role and I know that you're going to get me more business because of how you look, I'm picking you. So that could be an advantage.
Yeah,
also.
I think I hear what Chaku is saying. It's industry specific.
Yeah.
So if you're going to go in marketing and fashion, I think 8 out of 10 industries you're going to go for facial features. But if you're going to go in and I'm sorry, I apologize. You're going to like academics. Academics, you go to like sciences, and I'll give reference to Big Bang Theory. Remember Amy from Big Bang Theory?
Yeah.
She was smart, but she wasn't the best looking person. Yeah. So I'm just trying to say, based on applicability of the knowledge that you have acquired from school, I would pick somebody based on how they apply themselves in that particular industry, not purely based off of their looks.
So I have a question though, right? Like away from like corporate or qualifications.
Yeah.
So now let's look at pretty privilege from a point of relationship wise, or like what guys actually like look towards like a woman. Like like what is your criteria when you're about to pick a woman?
Obviously, physical appearance.
So
is going to be right up there.
There has to win.
It has to win.
So if you're looking at booty,
I will look at booty.
So are you like a booty guy or a titties guy?
Booty.
So booty.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go.
You just want to know what his preference is. Okay, that's quite interesting.
No, I'm just.
And then for you,
I know what Chaku is trying to do here.
What am I trying to do?
I know what he's trying to do.
Lead us on this road to where he's going. Lead us on this road.
He's been waiting.
I'm really just asking if you like you're a booty guy. Which is it's fine. So it's booty over.
But see, that's a different conversation now. But it's not pretty privilege.
You know, but then imagine there's 4 girls, right? And there's one that has your spec, the booty, the face. Who are you picking?
I'll have to have a conversation with them.
That's a different. Yeah,
it's a different.
Before you have a conversation, guys, come on, stop.
Okay, from afar, from like miles away, you'll be like, ooh.
Exactly. Stop tweaking, bro. You know you are going for that booty from a mile away. If this girl can't even speak, if she speaks Google baby Gaga, you're like, you know what? Let's just duct tape this girl or something. I don't know, but you're coming home with me. Let's keep it a bean. Stop playing with me, bro. You know.
Yeah, Chaku, you made your point.
Exactly.
I hear you.
That's all.
Okay, so
I mean, I could ask you, but we just established that we don't want no bum men laying around and doing nothing. Mamuna in my pocket.
I mean, you know, but also if the face comes too, then that's fine.
I think for women it just ends on, oh, he's good looking. Or you could like, for other women, they could probably have like 1 or 2 dates or like 1 or 2 rendezvous, and after that it's like, but I'm always paying all the time.
Yeah.
Always paying after 2 times. What am I doing there?
You see what I'm saying? So the
I'm joking. Imagine.
So the looks
How did we even get to
go out the
2?
window.
How did we even get to 2?
No, I'm shocked at you, Bubbles.
You see what I'm saying?
2 is a lot.
What?
2
You
is
said
a
in
lot
the
of dates for you
beginning.
to. Oh, wow.
You said in the beginning.
But we're talking about pretty privilege even for men. So
Just
with men,
because
that does not exist.
No.
See?
I don't care how pretty you are.
That's
in the
why I'm
beginning,
like, it just ends on eye candy for like most women. It's like, imagine if you're like a good looking man and you got a great job, everything good. Now you've got the whole package. But but you know, sometimes for us men, you gotta work hard. There is no pretty privilege for you, my boy. Unfortunately.
Put in the work.
6-pack, whatever. I was watching this one video of this. I think it was a Zimbabwean dude.
Yeah.
Had a big stomach.
Yeah.
And he was talking about these boys like to go to the gym. They don't have money. They don't have money. Us, we have money. Because a person who's going to the gym all the time, what time does he have to make money? Oh, what time do you have to make money? That's why I died. I was like, you know what?
What was that accent?
Actually, you're pretty good at that.
Well done,
You must have watched it a lot.
Well done, Chaku.
And he had like the gestures. What time do you have to make money if you're constantly in the gym?
Eating metal.
And he had a belly, dude. I'm like, yeah, you know what? You know, homie might have a point, but like, hey, health is wealth, dude. At the end of the day, you still gotta make that money and still, you know, put in some money in your health as well. But you know, in African context, that makes sense.
But anyways, just for me, I just feel you need to strike a balance, because sometimes I feel, and it's not their fault, the good-looking people.
Exactly.
It really isn't their fault. This is something that just happens naturally. For instance, you're just sitting at a chill spot. You have a conversation about jobs, and naturally for you, you're good-looking. As a lady, more often than not, you're having a conversation with a guy talking about how you don't have a job, and right there and then,
Pause.
job offer.
Pause.
For the rest of us, pause. Okay. For the rest of us, you really have to put in the work. They'll tell you, call me on Monday, and you call on Monday, calls go unanswered. Pretty privilege does work for people, but I think for you to be sustained in that particular industry for longevity's sake, you really have to acquire that skill, and that's where Kim Kardashian kind of got it wrong.
And you know what? I like
She
that
didn't just want to study.
I like that you actually said that, because in certain positions, dude, you walk into an office and you're like, even just when you're having emails back and forth with certain people, they are so good looking.
Yeah.
And you could literally point it out and say, bro, you were probably giving out jobs before you got the job. I am literally saying this because certain people are just so dumb, dude. It's like, how did you even
How did you land
job?
here?
Like I had people in other. I had this one girl, dude. She was calling me. How should I respond to you in the email that you actually sent to me? I'm like, girl,
Answer
do
the
you want me to
questions.
tell? Yeah,
To tell you how to respond to me.
to me. Like, I just don't know. Help me, please, because you know how my boss is. You get upset. Blah blah blah. I'm like, all right, that's cool. I ain't gonna say none. Can't even use ChatGPT. Not even smart enough to use ChatGPT
wow.
to respond to me. Like, what are you doing in that?
No, but it's not a shot at good-looking people.
No, it is a shot, because some of them,
Okay,
some of them,
all right.
some of them be
All
knowing.
smoke.
Though. Let's keep it 100. Some of them be knowing that they're pretty.
Yeah,
Some
and
of them
they use
be
it to
knowing,
their
and they
advantage.
use
Of course
it.
so.
They use it. Like, if they just like walk and like imagine you're in a setting. I mean, obviously you like to hang out in certain spots.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna mention names. You're in a setting and you're sitting down there, and then like this girl just. There's certain women that just go to certain spots and just have like maybe a $500 to buy like 2 drinks. They know for a fact that tonight I'm going home with someone's baby
Dude,
daddy.
500 is a lot.
Yeah, they'll just be like 2 drinks.
Yeah.
And this girl looks so fine. And dudes would just go there and they're like, what are you drinking?
You know what?
Night maids. Girl made what? Now it costs 1,500. So she's got that
You
1,500.
immediately think that these people are prostitutes. I don't know why.
These are prostitutes masking themselves in like, oh my gosh, I just came here to have a drink. It is 100% true. They know it. They're listening right now. They know it. I know it. We all know it. If you're pretty and you have no skill, no nothing, no, not even a certificate or anything else, what do you have to do? Look, I don't blame you,
Just
girl.
sit and
Get
look
yours.
pretty.
Give
Yeah.
out the jobs if you have to. It's cool. Maybe, other people are not giving out jobs, so you might as well give the jobs and make some money. But this is something that's actually happened. These are people that know that they have nothing else going on for them and they're pretty and that's all they have to offer on the table.
If we get sued on this platform,
For what?
you better not call Kim Kardashian.
We need to see Kim's matric. That's all I'm saying. We need to see the matric first before we actually even go into this whole lawyer thing. Because I don't think she did very well.
I think she did. She probably did. I think she's just busy.
She was making sex tapes at the tender age. What are we talking about here? And that's what catapulted her career. Let's keep it
You know what? It's not like she was making them for. Okay, anyway, it's a debate. She made it
Let's
because
keep
she
it a
was
bean.
doing it. No.
Would you want a person who rose to fame and we know about her to defend you? You're going to jail.
You're making it seem like she was doing something that people don't ever do.
Something
It was an
that's,
intimate moment that got out.
something that's on Pornhub that we're still paying money for. It got out.
Why are you paying? Why are you paying for
So
that?
it's free.
Why are you searching?
I'm sorry.
No, that's not where I was
I'm
going
sorry.
with that.
Are you
I'm
guys?
just saying.
I'm sorry. Are you guys?
It's free.
Are you guys?
No.
Are you guys watching free porn? What's going on here?
No, that's not
That's
the
not the
point. What I'm
point.
trying to
Listen,
say
guys.
is,
I'm subscribed. I watch. I pay.
what I'm trying to
I
say
have
is,
no
you
shame.
cannot.
Are you guys not paying for porn? Okay, moving on. We all do it, guys. Come on. The free stuff is at best you get 15 minutes, 10 minutes, nothing really crazy. You don't get the live cams. You don't get all of that other stuff on there.
Moving
what?
on.
Okay, swiftly.
Moving on.
Swiftly.
Yeah.
I heard. I'm
Yeah,
not.
what did you hear?
I heard about
On the grapevine.
Yep.
Rumor has it.
Yep.
All right.
Rumor has it
You know what? I have to applaud you for telling the truth.
about.
Your life, just your life. Your likes, your wants, your things
Everything.
you do.
Guys.
And also,
it's fine.
like that point you've mentioned about telling the truth. Like, do you have to tell the truth because, like the way Chaku came out, that's his truth.
That's not my truth. I was joking.
It is your absolute.
Are you telling
It's
the
your
truth? Are you telling the truth because it's the right thing to do, or you just want a certain positive response to your truth telling?
It's the right thing to do because everybody is on these sites. Let's keep it a bean.
But look at the reaction to you making that statement. It's not so positive. You feel a certain way about it. And probably
What
the
do you
analogy,
mean it's not positive?
the analogy you've used is not the best
I'm
one.
confused right now. I'm sorry. Let's just backtrack on
The analogy you've
Why
used is
is
not
it
the
not
best.
positive?
It brought judgment on you.
Yeah,
That's
it's
maybe
like,
that's what it means. Like
Chaku.
judgment.
You guys are behaving so Christian right now. That's
We're
what
in
you
a
guys-
Christian nation.
Oh my goodness.
It's in our values. It's inherent in us. You know?
It's not so positive.
Yeah, it's not so positive.
He said that with a serious, straight face. How
Like
dare
your
you judge me?
just like, by the way.
Okay, you know what? Coming back to what you said,
Yeah.
for me, I think I speak. I think I'm 50-50. It depends on the environment that I'm in. I think if I'm in a work setting, because obviously all of us are in corporate.
Yeah.
If you're in a work setting, you have to I've learned in the past, I've stepped on a couple of toes back then.
For telling the truth.
For telling the truth and just
Okay.
speaking my mind out. It's gotten me into trouble a few times. Bubbles actually thought I got punched in my face when I just had a partial stroke. I'm still touched about that. But okay.
No, I
she
didn't
was like-
know. You didn't tell me.
She said to me, "Oh, to be honest, I thought you got punched in the face because you'd be running your mouth." But anyway, coming back to what you're saying, I've learned over the years to just not. I think the right term is just read the room.
Okay.
It's like, well, I'm
I can't
looking at
really
the
go
audience
all
here. I really
out,
can't
yeah.
go in and say the right thing here.
Yeah.
I mean, in certain settings, if I'm hanging out with you guys, I'm going off. I'm just you know what? It's my chance to just say whatever it is that I'm going to say.
Yeah.
These people are not going to judge me. So I think I think you have to look at the setting.
Okay.
So you can't exactly say, I am this type of person. I just speak the truth all the time. Man, you going to get fired. You know? If you just, I hate you, boss. First of all, you're telling me to come here at 8. You come here at 10. Because you could be that guy. You
I don't
see?
think there's a situation where you can tell the truth every single time.
There's certain social settings that require you to tell the truth. No matter what, you just have to tell the truth.
And despite
Such
the consequences.
Like, for instance, in a relationship, you can just tell the truth.
Like you've
Deal with
become
the consequences.
Are you trying to tell me
That's
you're
what I'm
gonna tell
trying
your
to.
girl
That's
like you've
exactly
gained?
what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
He says, "How do I look in this? Do I look big in this outfit?" And the person does. Are you gonna be like, "Yeah"?
Yes,
You're
you
not the
do.
woman I fell in love with.
Yes, you do actually, babe. I'm sorry.
It's not a dump truck. You're just looking.
No. So, and that is why I'm asking you this. Are you telling the truth because it's the right thing to do, or because you're expecting a positive reaction?
I think maybe like it's situation dependent. You have to sometimes see. Maybe I'm gonna tell a half truth.
Okay, when is telling the truth a bad thing?
Oh, since we're
If it's gonna make someone feel bad, when you're admitting to paying for porn,
it's not a bad thing. Okay, it's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. Everybody does it.
That example you cited, corporate setting, you can't tell your boss you hate them. You know, you can't outright tell them how you really
You can't
feel
tell your
about
boss
them.
you're lazy, because there's certain bosses that are always in the name of delegation.
Yeah.
I'm delegating. Now you're doing your boss's job and he's out there fishing or whatever it is, or playing golf. And you're like, dude, you never are here. You're just always like delegating. How do you tell your boss to say you're lazy? So I don't think you can tell the truth to your boss.
And also if it's work situations, there's some instances where you can't really tell the truth of a situation because it might cause panic or like, you know, like if you don't know, maybe if you know there's people are going to be laid off or people are not going to get the stuff that's paid or something like that, and you know it's not going to happen, and people keep asking you and stuff like that, and you're just like, well, you know, something's coming along, and you know there's nothing happening.
It's dry.
Because one day you would be saying the truth, but sometimes you're not, because you want to keep the peace of the situation.
So in that case, telling the truth is a bad thing. And you can't tell your woman you're fat. You're not the woman I fell in love with. I think you're gonna be single.
No, but you can't take no. But also,
Like,
what's the motive? What's the intention?
But how,
Why are you saying all those things? Is it just to tell the truth, or you're trying to
hurt the person also?
Exactly.
But I think there's certain truths, it doesn't matter how you say them, they're just gonna offend certain people. It's like there is no
Good
better
truth, bad
way
truth.
of saying
You're fat.
Yeah. How about do you want us to take an evening walk, babe? We haven't walked in a long time, and clearly you've been sitting down, watching
you're
movies
gaining
a
a
lot.
few pounds, kgs.
Okay, see, now that's offensive. I don't think you've gained a few pounds.
No.
I think it depends on the kind of relationship you have. You can say it. You can be
can
like,
say
I think
You're not the woman I fell in love with.
Remember that t-shirt I bought you 5 years ago? It doesn't fit you very well now. Have you considered? Because it's still looking good. The t-shirt is in good condition.
But you're not.
But you're not. No?
Maybe you could is in good condition and you're not. I'm worn out. What are we doing here?
You could mask it like that.
I don't think that's masking.
Masking the truth like that.
That is not masking, Mitch.
No?
You're worn out.
No, because you're trying to deliver it in the best possible way.
That is not the best possible way. That is not the best. How about you pay for gym membership? That's a nice way to do it. I pay for the gym.
No.
No.
I pay gym.
It's like for
subscription
what?
for you.
I pay for the gym.
I didn't ask you for this. Why?
For us to be healthy. How about
health is wealth?
Exactly.
In the words of Chaku.
Health is wealth.
It's different. Maybe when you start cooking, you add in more salad. You start offering to say, "Hey, I'm going here. Let's go together." Not, I got you a gym membership. You know very well you're not going to the gym. Why me? Why am I the one who's going?
I don't know, honey. It looks like you're about to have a stroke.
What if we do it together?
I think that's better. It'd be like, oh my gosh, there was a deal. So there's 2 for 1 for the year. I think we can go.
But then it has more your name than mine on it. So I do Mondays, you do the rest of the week. How's that?
But have you ever found yourself in a position where you told the truth and it kind of backfired?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah?
Ooh, yeah.
So many times. I think I have been in those situations before. So many times. I remember this one time, and I think this was long ago.
Yeah.
And I think I don't know. I hope they do. Well, they probably will remember this. You know how you always have these work events, and then there's certain people that always not bring a +1. This guy always brought a +10. And now it's time to go, and we're all using company cars and everything else, and now it becomes an inconvenience for the people that actually work there. So now you're like, I went off on this guy this one time. I'm like, dude, this is not the first time you're actually doing this. The last time. Now we have to then, you have to inconvenience us to carry the people that we work with, to take them home and drive. And now we're all drunk and we just want to just get home. And now you're inconveniencing all of us because you brought 5 of your friends. And now because we can't carry the other people. And you guys didn't even have a plan on how you were going to go home. So I literally went off on this guy. And I think I was lit. So like, hey, I was just saying everything. And maybe I was having a bad week that day, but like that week, and I just took it out on this guy. And I'm like, you can't keep doing this. Where are your manners? What is wrong with you? Where did you grow up?
Yeah.
Like, you don't do this. This is a work event. Like, we're okay with a +1, but like +5, bro. Now we can't even go. Hey. The next day, I don't think my relationship with that guy was the same.
Do we know said person?
Yeah, you do.
I thought as much.
You do.
I was like, this is sounding a little...
so familiar.
Yes, you do. You guys do know said person. Yeah, but years later we spoke, and I was like, dude, I'm sorry. I kind of like went off on you like that. I think there was a better way I should have like said that. But like, you know,
I still meant it. It's just the way I delivered it.
Yeah, my delivery was like off. But like, I said the truth in that moment. But like, we didn't talk for like a while.
I think for me it's because not necessarily telling the truth too much to a point where it becomes offensive, but the reverse of that, where you seemingly don't tell the truth and it affects your relationship, but then the damage has been done so badly, it's so severe that when you actually start telling the truth,
it's too late.
It's too late, and people don't believe you. So I would rather. Why are you laughing?
No.
Why are you laughing like that?
Will you give us more context? Because now I think everybody else's mind is wondering.
Yeah.
No. But
context.
like, I'm telling you, like in a relationship, right? So you lie about certain things to your partner. Okay.
That you were single?
No, not that. No, that maybe you were at a certain place or about any other thing. Then along the way, your relationship gets strained because you are constantly lying.
About
and then when you realize the damage that you've done, when you get to that watershed moment and say, okay, you know what, enough is enough, let me speak my truth now, and you take on the truth badge from that point onwards, whenever you tell the truth to your partner, they usually take it with a pinch of salt because they're used to you lying.
But you were self-sabotaging.
I get that, yeah, but then I had to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah. That's happened to a friend of mine, actually. That thing you're talking about now. This guy actually, like, you know, like he was engaged with this person. They were dating for like years. So every time he would go out, before they were married, he would always say, I'm sleeping, I'm at home. So now he finally got married, but he's used to going out. But now certain people don't adjust their mindsets, right? So now this guy still wants to go out. But now it becomes a strange thing for a partner, because every single time I spoke to you, you were sleeping.
So why are you all of a sudden like?
So now he starts tripping. He's like, no, but I want to go out and drink. Why are you forcing me to do this, that, and the third? I'm like, sir, you've been lying to this woman for the past 2 years about how you were going out and how you were sleeping when you were allegedly out in the club.
But that doesn't make any sense to me. Why would people even lie about stuff like that? You see?
Because of the person that they're with. Because they feel like they are not accepting of their going out because of how they feel about it. But
then you're being selfish then in that sense.
Being a freaking liar too.
Yes.
And a coward.
Yeah.
Because this person is falling in love with a picture of somebody that's not you.
Exactly. And that's exactly what happened with this guy. So we had to sit him down and say, but dude, listen, you've been lying. This person fell in love with the guy who's always sleeping every night.
Yeah.
But we out here wilding in the club. We got bad things around us. That was a long time ago, by the way. 10 years. Because I got a situation.
You know, it's always, like all this stuff happened to Chaku in 10, 15 years.
We're grown guys.
10, 15
years ago.
Half the time we've been partying. I've been telling you guys I'm home over the weekend while you guys were out there in those streets.
Yeah, we were telling the truth. I don't know about you. We were telling the truth.
And that's the thing. We don't know if you're really at home.
I don't think so.
I don't think he was. If you're in a situationship. We do not know. We really don't know anything about Chaku.
Man, we don't.
Wow. I have a situation. I have a lovely lady.
So you say.
It's just that things are on the rocks right now. But we're not really working towards it, but like hopefully as the Christian nation, as the Lord allows us, you know, when he comes in, then things will materialize. You know, we hope and pray.
Okay. All right, so
this is an appeal, baby.
Chaku.
Chaku's baby, if you're listening.
Yeah, please forgive me.
One of the 5.
Whoa! Whoa!
Hey, there's proof. There's
Since Tinder, one of the 5 for experience purposes, by the way.
Okay.
But she's like the real one. You're a real one, okay?
The real one.
She's the real one.
All right. But how long has it been since you had that?
Kerfuffle?
Yeah.
It's been, I think now it's been like,
say properly.
What, kerfuffle?
Kafuafo. Kafuafo.
Jakafuafo. How long?
Oh, kafuafo.
Well, I think it's been like a month now, eh? It's been a month.
It's been a month. So how long does it take, or how long should it take one to move? Because, you know,
you've been back and forth with this for a little while now.
So you're trying to say that she's moved on and she's found the toe dark and handsome
we
man?
did say that.
Yeah. I mean, if Cardi B can move and have a child, Cardi B actually has a child now.
Okay, all right.
But she's still married on paper, I think.
It's just on paper. I mean, there's nothing there. It's just on paper.
But the laws do say that that's Offset's child because
no, it is not Offset's baby.
Still married to Stefflon Diggs.
No one's
is
gonna
the stepdaddy of his real child.
No one's gonna let him sign that birth record.
I'm just saying that's crazy. If I wanted to be a douchebag, I'd be like, yeah, it's my baby.
My baby.
If you want to change the name on this, you better come to me. Imagine being a stepdaddy to your actual real child.
He's gotten so much stick over it, eh? He has.
That was a bad move.
For no reason, though.
No, but why would you be smashing a woman who's married?
She had already filed the papers. They're literally separated, actually. Yeah. It's just waiting for the papers.
Maybe before you go public, just maybe have it in the background. But you can't be out here flaunting.
Why should my life pause just because of a sister?
We're not saying it should pause, but now you're videotaping your thing. It just kind of feels like you're trying to get back at somebody. Because at that point, it just kind of felt like that's a revenge baby. That is a revenge baby.
She literally said they were just having a lot of fun.
That was a revenge baby. And now that child has to sit down there.
Revenge baby.
Revenge baby.
That was a revenge baby. Let's keep it real though. Why would you look, there's certain people that break up, divorce and whatever.
Yeah.
And then you only get to find out about the relationship like years later or like publicly. You can do your thing in the background. If that was a genuine relationship between her and a guy who's got like 6 baby mamas already, by the way. Mm-hmm. I don't know, because you're out here. Why are you also showing?
Why are we judging people for moving on?
Because the ink is not dry on the paper.
It's dry enough.
Like, let's be logical here. Let's think like.
But between the two of them, between Offset and Cardi, I think they say, look, this thing is not going any further than this.
Exactly.
So we're good. So why should it matter how long it takes for her to move on to the next person?
Exactly.
And if she was cool with the person,
post that on,
because she's a celebrity, she's a public figure.
This is what I'm saying. It just kind of feels like more so revenge.
No, I think you're comparing Cardi B to a Chileche somewhere in Chilenje. Cardi B is not that. Cardi B is a public figure.
Yeah.
Who's from the hood.
It doesn't matter.
You can
so
have
you're saying, wait.
You can have many millions. You can get a
but you can't get the hood out of.
That's hood behavior. Like, come on, bro. Like, what?
Why is that hood behavior?
Because you're out here twerking. You've got babies at home.
She's dancing.
And then what are your kids going to say years later when they see mommy was?
Thanks, mom, for this money that you've given us, for this life you've given us.
Or thanks for being a great example to our little children.
Thank you for getting us out of the hood.
How? By twerking with Stefflon Diggs?
Yes.
How does that equate to monetizing that?
But that's her partner at the moment. It's not like she's twerking for everyone out there.
Here, let me keep it a bean. I'm sorry. If I am let's just say, for hypothetically speaking, I'm 8 years old and my mom's out here just like twerking. We get it. We understand her story. She got out the strip club, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. But like, come on, bro. What kind of example are you trying to set for your... Let's not even talk about the fact that you're a celebrity. For your children. So what...
Use your resources to get out.
Do we know how she parents her children when they're in the home?
Exactly. We don't know.
We don't know that.
But the children because it's in the public. Her children. How is she shielding her children from all of this behavior?
How do we not know that she's not shielding them?
But later on in life, they're gonna see that. Is that the example
it's later on. They'll be able to make their own judgment.
At 13, she's gonna be like, oh, since mommy was out here doing whatever she was doing, so I can do it. So now
that's an assumption, Chaku.
But here's my thing: how do you sit your kid down when they've got all the evidence in the world saying, but you were doing it?
Tell me something. If you grew up in a home where your parents were fighting,
yeah,
and you receive that type of environment, if you're going to be logical about your approach to relationships, are you still going to be fighting with your partner in the future, or are you going to make a decision. Say, look, I'm not gonna grow up like I grew up, or like how my parents had a relationship. My relationship is gonna be healthy. It's gonna be loving with my partner. I'm not gonna do what my parents did.
Yeah. I mean, I think from like a logical perspective, that's like that. Yeah, you could tell that to yourself. But then let's not sit here and act like your childhood does not play like some sort of role in your relationships,
your perspective on relationships in the future,
whether it's consciously or unconsciously. You are a product of your environment. We can't run away from that. Like, you may not be beating on your wife or like your girl like your dad did, but then there's just certain aspects that kind of like affect you growing up because like you grew up in that environment. In as much as you're saying, I'm trying to separate the two, you get
does
what
it
I'm saying?
affect you to take up that way of relationshiping, or it also just tells you how not to have a relationship?
I think it just doesn't. It's not teachable. It's just, there's certain things. I think there's certain emotional aspects, whether or not, because you pick the big things, right?
Yeah.
Of the beatings, but there's just certain emotional aspects that maybe your dad or your mom didn't show you. There's just something nice about people that grew up in a home where their parents were loving, holding hands, doing that. That's your template.
But you see, Chaku,
That's your template.
Okay, Bubbles, go.
My thing is also, I think someone growing up in poverty can have a bigger effect on them than knowing that my mom used to do this to make money. You know, like she was stripping to make money, because now she can give her kids the world. She has taken them out from a survival mode kind of thing, like, oh, we have to do this, so we don't know what we're going to eat, we don't know how we're going to pay rent, we don't know how we're going to do this, and she's put them somewhere more comfortable. So yeah, there might be some sort of traumas or whatever that they might have, but who doesn't? You know, everybody has a kind of situation or whatever that they have to get through, but it's a much better situation. She did what she had to do. She used her looks, she used her skills, she did whatever she could so that she could get out of that situation.
I think,
and she's out of it, and now she's successful.
Are we still talking about Cardi here?
Oh yes, we are. But I'm linking it to a relationship.
But here's my thing, though. She, like you said,
With your kids,
she's out of that. She still doesn't have to go crazy and be
that is her
clapping
brand.
cheeks.
That's her
And that's
brand.
what people have loved her for.
Yeah.
Like, this is what we love Cardi B for. So
Yeah.
that
then
changing
now-
overnight will be like,
Look, I don't
what's
have-
going
I don't
on
know
over
who
here?
this person is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have no, but we haven't known her to be man hopping. That's not the brand. We've known her to be the stripper. She's shaking booty. She made money. She
No,
got out
we
of
know
that.
her as a
But then now-
rapper.
exactly.
I don't
but now
know
it's
how
a
you're
different
seeing that as
dynamic.
man hopping.
No, but then the ink
There's
is not
two
dry.
people that
Bubbles.
you
Is
know
that
it's
your
not
issue?
dry.
Is that your
It's-
issue?
That's my issue. Like, let's be real, guys. Listen, if you're going through a
I'm
divorce,
not gonna wait for the
with
court
your-
system
What?
for me to start hooking up with someone
Yeah.
new. Why
Why
am I
wait?
waiting for the? Yeah,
This is why I'm saying it just looks more like it's revenge. If she look, if
they're
she,
legally separated.
I'm not saying she shouldn't see people, right? Let her see people,
Yeah.
but then let this whole thing die down for you to then come back and say, other people come back and even say, look, we've been dating for 5 years. Wow, they have been dating for 5 years. We didn't
That's
even know
a
that.
very Zambian thing.
Yeah,
to do. Like,
it's
it's one
not. And I was gonna say that.
How come I try to want to?
I was
Who
gonna say that.
cares?
Also,
I'm sorry.
Also,
We
and
care.
remember what
No.
I
Example
what I
are you
said
showing to
earlier.
our kids?
Cardi B is not just your average human being. It's Cardi B. She's a
still
public
stripper.
figure.
Oh,
Oh,
ex-stripper,
no.
ex-stripper. That's always going to be something that's
She's
on
a
her.
Grammy Award winning rapper.
A Grammy that was
Yes.
given to her and paid for. Come on, that's not even legitimate. If Nicki doesn't have a Grammy and Cardi has a Grammy, what are we even talking
We are
about here?
not even gonna
At
get
this
into
point,
that right
let's
now.
not even talk about the Grammys, because the Grammy CEO literally came out, ex-CEO literally came out saying that these things are rigged. So are we really going to even rate Cardi for having a Grammy? What project right now are you going to sit down there and tell me Cardi deserves a Grammy for?
Invasion
I'll
of
say
privacy.
nada. Invasion of what privacy? That did not deserve a Grammy. Now, what privacy? Let's talk about this. What privacy are we really talking about here?
Okay, let's fast forward. Next year, we're speaking of the Grammys. My fighter, I've been saying this for the longest time. Kalani, are you guys listening to Kalani?
Yeah, I rate Kalani.
Yeah.
I rate
Yo,
Yeah.
but she's got a tough battle ahead of her, hey?
Who is she nominated
Leon
with?
Thomas,
Ooh.
I think.
Baby, take your time. What's
Right?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
But there's Folded. Oh, Folded.
Yeah, but Folded has been a record.
That's
eh?
a
is
a heavy one.
I'm sorry, but between the two, that's crazy.
That's
though. Take your
tight.
time is a jam. It's a jam. It is a jam. That's crazy. Now
Yeah.
that's
By the way, the title is Matt. No, take your time.
I'm sorry. I'm just being Zambian.
Yeah. Play
Now
me,
you want to
baby.
lean into it.
Oh, play me, baby.
Dilemma. Oh, Nelly I. What are you talking about?
Play me, baby. Is crazy.
Nelly I. Come on, hold up.
Hey, play me, baby. DJ. The DJ knows. What are you talking about? If you're a Zambian DJ, you know what baby I is. Play us, baby I.
What are you listening to though?
I am listening to, right now I'm listening to Summer Walker's album.
Ooh, solid.
Another one in the Cardi B bracket, but continue.
I
It's a
just don't
conversation
know
for
what
another
is
day.
wrong with this guy. I like it. It's kind of like it gives a side A, side B kind of feel. So
Okay.
I'm really liking that.
Really?
Oh, yeah?
But I love
Isn't that similar to Bryson Tiller?
Well, I think Bryson.
Like side A, side B.
Yeah. Does she have a side A and a side B on the
Yeah,
album?
she has like
Yeah.
this
Oh, really?
different,
Is it all R&B or does she like try something different on the
on the other side, yeah, it's more like, the other side's like Love a Girl kind of stuff, and then the other one's like,
I'm popping
Grown
it.
woman.
yes.
I'm popping
She's
it.
her.
I'm out here.
Yeah.
You know, I'm dating sugar daddies.
She's outside. Outside.
Yeah, what an example we're setting for our kids. But anyway,
No, she's not getting sugar daddies.
she is.
That was a public stunt, though.
okay, but they're all adults, so.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why does it matter?
It's amazing how
Exactly.
she just like slides that in there. Whatever happened to morals, guys?
Coming from you?
Like just because I pay for
Right.
Mr. Paying for porn?
Can you imagine?
What?
Right after it's just beef for the subscription renewal, he's like, what happened to morals?
they're having a
Madison's got a new video.
by the way, they're having a free week in December. If you free month.
On
So
that
if you
point,
subscribe,
on that point. Where can we catch Randoms the podcast on the socials?
You can catch Randoms the podcast on Spotify, Amazon Music, and Apple Podcasts. And we're also on YouTube.
Yeah, we're on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can see how Chaku wilds out.
No, wait. Me wilding out? You
Yeah.
two. You guys should see what happens behind the scenes, eh? I'm like the decent guy. I'm just like, why would you say that?
Oh, speaking of behind the scenes stuff, we're on the socials as well. TikTok. You can catch us on there, Randoms the podcast.
Yes.
So much going on over there, hey?
Yeah, you need to see how these guys are going crazy because you guys think I'm crazy. These guys are crazier.
6'7".
Oh my God. See now.
Can you explain that to me?
6'7". It's a word of the year. 6'7".
What is
6'7".
It's not even a word. It's a number.
I don't think you're even saying it right. Isn't it like 6'7"?
6'7".
Oh my God.
Now this, like, I've never
you
felt
see what I'm
older.
saying.
I've never felt older than when that came out.
You know
I
what?
was like, what does it mean?
We need to have a conversation about getting old.
Oh my gosh. I legitly typed it into Google. I said, what is 6'7"?
What does it mean?
I felt
Yeah,
really...
now you know you're old when you have to start Googling stuff that your kids are talking about. It's like,
Exactly.
damn it.
Mad. Like kids are on drugs with 6'7". It's insane.
And to even think that you still have to get on the phone and call your mom. And you're like,
Yeah. Like I'm not that old.
I'm not that old. I still talk to my mom. But like, no, there's little bastards out here giving me a run for my money. You know?
7.
It's insane.
On that tip, stay random.
Stay random.
Bye.